The Mousetrap, a deep dive into the Disney menu hack. Michael Scheuer, a former Disney World employee, is now facing the consequences of his digital actions. He's been sentenced to 3 years in federal prison. His crime? Hacking into Disney's internal menu system. Scheuer's actions weren't just a prank. He stands convicted of tampering with critical information, including allergy details, and defacing menus with offensive content. This case raises serious questions about insider threats and the security of even the most magical of kingdoms. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Scheuer, a 40-year-old resident of Winter Garden, Florida, will spend the next 3 years behind bars. This isn't just a slap on the wrist. The court also ordered the forfeiture of his computers. Beyond imprisonment, Scheuer faces a hefty restitution payment. He owes Disney a staggering $687,776.50. This figure represents the cost of the damage he inflicted. Scheuer pleaded guilty to the charges back in January. This admission of guilt likely influenced the sentencing. It also avoided a potentially longer and more complex trial. Scheuer wasn't just any employee. He held a key position as a menu production manager at Disney World. His responsibilities included creating and distributing restaurant menus. This included both the physical printed menus and their digital counterparts. He had access to the very heart of Disney's culinary presentation. His employment was terminated on June 13, 2024. His intimate knowledge of the system made him a potent threat. It also highlights the risks associated with disgruntled employees. The termination was reportedly contentious. This detail is crucial to understanding Scheuer's motives. It suggests a possible desire for revenge. Following his departure, unauthorized changes began appearing in the menu system. These weren't minor tweaks. They were deliberate acts of sabotage. Most disturbingly, Scheuer removed peanut allergy information from some menus. This could have had catastrophic consequences for guests with allergies. He also added profanities to various menu items. He further altered menu fonts and manipulated the pricing of items. The changes were widespread and malicious. He also sent multiple login requests, effectively blocking other employees from accessing the system. More than a dozen employees found themselves locked out of their accounts. This disruption hampered Disney's operations. It also created a climate of fear and uncertainty. Fortunately, none of Scheuer's changes made it to the printed or digital menus seen by guests. Disney's security protocols, while breached, ultimately prevented a public relations disaster. However, the internal damage was significant. The estimated damages exceeded $150,000. This figure encompasses the cost of investigating the breach, repairing the system, and mitigating the potential harm. It's a substantial sum that underscores the seriousness of Scheuer's actions. This case serves as a stark reminder of the financial risks associated with cybersecurity breaches. Even seemingly minor acts of vandalism can have major repercussions. The FBI became involved, recognizing the severity of the situation. They raided Scheuer's home on September 23rd. This marked a significant escalation in the investigation. During the raid, at least 4 computers were seized. These devices likely contained evidence of Scheuer's hacking activities. They provided crucial insights into his methods and motives. The swift action by the FBI demonstrates the government's commitment to prosecuting cybercrime. It also sends a message to other potential hackers: your actions will not go unpunished. Initially, Scheuer denied any involvement or wrongdoing. He claimed Disney was attempting to frame him. This is a common tactic used by those accused of crimes. He alleged that Disney was worried about the conditions of his termination. He suggested that the company was trying to silence him. These claims were ultimately unsuccessful in swaying the court. His initial denial highlights the importance of gathering irrefutable evidence in cybercrime cases. Digital forensics played a crucial role in proving his guilt. Scheuer's attorney David Haas presented a different narrative. He argued that Scheuer had a disability that impacted his employment. This disability allegedly led to a medical event and subsequent suspension. Haas claimed that Disney failed to respond to inquiries about Scheuer's suspension and termination. He further alleged that Disney made no accommodations for his disability. This paints a picture of a company that was insensitive to Scheuer's needs. An EEOC complaint was filed by Scheuer. This suggests that he believed he was discriminated against by Disney. This adds another layer of complexity to the case. The defense's argument attempts to contextualize Scheuer's actions. It suggests that he was a victim of unfair treatment. However, it does not excuse his criminal behavior. Scheuer was charged with intentionally causing damage to a protected computer without authorization. This is a serious federal crime. The damage exceeded $5,000, triggering a higher level of penalty. He was also charged with knowingly causing the transmission of a program, information, code, or command to a protected computer. This charge reflects the technical nature of his hacking activities. It also highlights the potential for widespread disruption. These charges underscore the gravity of Scheuer's actions. They demonstrate that cybercrime is not a victimless offense. It can have significant consequences for individuals and organizations. This case serves as a cautionary tale for both employers and employees. It highlights the importance of robust cybersecurity measures. It also underscores the need for fair and transparent employment practices. Disney, a global entertainment giant, is not immune to cyber threats. This incident demonstrates that even the most sophisticated organizations can be vulnerable. It also emphasizes the importance of ongoing vigilance. The case also raises questions about the role of insider threats in cybersecurity. Employees with access to sensitive systems can pose a significant risk. Background checks, access controls, and monitoring systems are essential for mitigating this risk. Furthermore, the case highlights the potential for disgruntled employees to cause harm. Companies should strive to create a positive and supportive work environment. This can help to reduce the risk of employees seeking revenge. The legal ramifications of this case are also significant. It demonstrates that cybercrime is taken seriously by the courts. Individuals who engage in hacking activities will face severe penalties. This case will likely serve as a precedent for future cybercrime prosecutions. It sends a message that such behavior will not be tolerated. It also encourages companies to invest in cybersecurity measures. Beyond the financial and legal implications, there is a human cost to this case. Scheuer's actions have had a devastating impact on his life. He has lost his job, his freedom, and his reputation. His family will also suffer as a result of his actions. They will have to cope with the stigma of his conviction. They will also have to adjust to life without him. This case serves as a reminder that cybercrime can have far-reaching consequences. It can destroy lives and damage relationships. It is a serious offense that should not be taken lightly. What can we learn from the Michael Scheuer case? Several key takeaways emerge. First, insider threats are a real and present danger. Companies must take steps to mitigate this risk. Second, cybersecurity is not just a technical issue. It is also a human issue. Companies must create a culture of security awareness. They must also foster a positive and supportive work environment. Third, cybercrime is a serious offense with severe consequences. Individuals who engage in hacking activities will face prosecution. They will also face the loss of their freedom and reputation. Fourth, companies must have robust incident response plans in place. This will enable them to quickly detect and respond to cyber attacks. It will also help to minimize the damage caused by such attacks. Fifth, transparency and communication are essential in the aftermath of a cyber attack. Companies should be open and honest with their employees, customers, and the public. This will help to build trust and maintain confidence. The Michael Scheuer case is just one example of the growing threat of cybercrime. As technology evolves, so too will the tactics of cybercriminals. Companies must stay ahead of the curve by investing in cutting-edge cybersecurity solutions. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are playing an increasingly important role in cybersecurity. These technologies can be used to detect and prevent cyber attacks in real time. They can also be used to automate security tasks. Cloud computing is also transforming the cybersecurity landscape. companies are increasingly relying on cloud providers to store and manage their data. This requires a new approach to security. Collaboration is essential in the fight against cybercrime. Companies must share information and best practices with each other. They must also work with law enforcement agencies to prosecute cybercriminals. The future of cybersecurity is uncertain. However, one thing is clear: companies must prioritize security. They must invest in the people, processes, and technologies needed to protect themselves from cyber threats. The magic of Disney, it turns out, is not immune to the harsh realities of the digital world.